What's up, people? Back with another video. This is a video I've been meaning to do for a couple of days now. It just been frustrating me. It just been getting to me. Because I've been reading a lot of comments from folks on different posts, right? And they all about Michael Jordan. They be posted about Michael Jordan and things. So one of the biggest things people try to discredit Michael Jordan for is Scottie Pippen being on his team, right? Everybody say this. He didn't win nothing till Scottie Pippen came. That's what everybody keep on saying. He couldn't beat the Pistons till Scottie Pippen came. Right? And if you look at it, if you don't know the actual facts, it will seem that way. It would. And that's what they banking on. A lot of people bank on you not knowing information, right? Or you not looking it up. They bank on it. And then when you look up the information, it doesn't fare well for them. But they don't know that because nobody usually looks up what they're saying. So they're like, oh yeah, we won that argument because you don't know the information. But that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you that information, right? Okay. Now, we're going to go by what they said. I'm not going to try to finagle you or anything like that. We going to go by the facts. Okay? This is what people are saying when we bring up Michael Jordan's success in winning championships or winning, right? Or even coming out the first round. This first thing they say. He didn't come out the first round without Scottie Pippen. That's what they say. That's what they say. Okay, let's go. So, if you can see down here, these are Scottie Pippen's first 4 years. His first 4 years. So, Scottie Pippen actually came into the league in 87. He came in 87, 88. Yeah. Now, as you look at that, look at his first year right here. Look at his first year. Take it in. He averaged 20 minutes, 7.9 points, 3.8 rebounds, 2.1 assists. And we can go on the other stuff, but we're going to stick to the basic stuff that we always stick to. So y'all see those stat lines. So what people will say and have y'all believe is Scottie Pippen was already good when he first came into the league. That's what, think about when y'all hear them say about Scottie Pippen. They always say Michael Jordan didn't win until Scottie Pippen got there. Well, let's go. That's the first year. The second year, look at his stats. Now, those are not bad stats. That second year, not bad stats at all. Not bad stats at all. You got 14.4, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Almost averaging 2 steals. That's good. That's a good thing. On his third year. Now let me go back. Let me rewind a little bit, right? Okay. Now, the second year, that's when they played the first year they played the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals, if I'm not mistaken, right? Now, like I said, everybody always like to say he didn't win until he got Pippen, right? Well, you know that. Well, we'll even go back to the first one. We'll start with the first year. That year right there, the first year, I think they didn't make it out the first round that year either. I think they got beat because no, that would be the fourth year. So they did make it out that round. That did. Michael Jordan did make it out the first round that round, but they got beat the next round, right? So Michael Jordan didn't win the championship that year. So Scottie Pippen was there. They didn't win the championship that year. Now, the second year, they got beat by the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals. So Michael Jordan didn't win, right? So there's 2 years that Pippen has been there and Michael Jordan didn't win the championship, right? The third year right here that Pippen was there, his numbers went up 2 points. His assists, his rebounds, they went up a little bit. But still, in 90, the Pistons won that year too. So, I'm confused. Either I don't know what winning championship means, or the other people don't know what in the world they talking about. Because I see those first 3 years right there, Scottie Pippen was there and MJ did not win. We're not gonna stop there. Let's go to the next. We're gonna go to the next one. Hold on, go back. One second. Here go another slide for you. Now, as we see, again, Scottie Pippen came in 87. Right? Everybody see the information. He came in 87. Now, to my next point. Everybody acts like Scottie Pippen just was so great when he came into the league and he started. And when he came, he was the difference that made Michael Jordan start winning championships. Don't get me wrong. Scottie Pippen was a good number 2 player. He was a good number 2 player. You can't take nothing away from him because they did win championships together. Don't get me wrong about that. But this is my issue with it. With those numbers that even in the championship years, it's about 20 dudes that was in the league that could be put in that slot and could have did the same numbers and help Michael Jordan win those championships. At that time in the league, it was about 20 dudes that could have did that same thing what Scottie Pippen did and won. You had players all over the league. But see, I'm not the type to try to knock Scottie Pippen. I'm trying to get y'all to understand that Scottie Pippen was Michael Jordan made Scottie Pippen into the player that he is. Not the other way around. That's how everybody's saying it. They everybody trying to use Scottie Pippen like, oh, he ain't win nothing without Scottie Pippen. Let me address that fact too. Nobody. You play basketball with 5 people on the court. Nobody has ever won without the other 4 people. whatever 4 people that's on your team, you do not win or lose without them. So I don't even know, that statement is so irrelevant to the game that I still never understood why people even talk about that. He didn't win without Scottie Pippen. Well, they had 3 other players on the court too. So why nobody ever say they didn't win without them? Because a lot of them players weren't there when Michael Jordan still first got there. Am I wrong? A lot of them players was not there. So why are we only picking out Scottie Pippen because he the only one that y'all can recognize? Because if we look at the numbers, his career numbers, those career numbers could have been put up by a lot of folks that was in the NBA, and we would have. And Michael Jordan only needed somebody to. He didn't need him to score 30 every night. He didn't need nobody to score 30 every night. Because he was gonna score 30 every night. Because nobody else couldn't. They couldn't do it. Scottie Pippen couldn't do it. And before everybody go to saying yes he could, he was a good player. Let's look at this. I'm finna blow this up for y'all. Now, if anybody know about the Bulls, they know Michael Jordan retired in 93. So you got 94 and 90 and 95. Scottie Pippen was still there. Right? He's still there. The only he averaged 20, he averaged 21 one year, and he averaged 22 one year. But that was still why Michael Jordan. The 94, when he was the number 1 option, Scottie Pippen was the number 1 option right here in 94. Number 1. If anybody knows basketball, you know the number 1 option gets the ball most of the time. They controlling the game. Scottie Pippen only averaged 21 points. 21. That was in 94. But he's so great. Well, and the thing is, I don't want to knock Scottie Pippen. I'm going by what y'all are saying. Y'all saying he's so great that's his greatness is darn near is just as great as Michael Jordan's. But now Michael Jordan's not there in 93. I mean in 94. He only can score 21 points and he's the number 1 option. I don't know. I've been playing basketball and been around basketball for a long time. If I'm the number 1 option and I'm only scoring 21 points compared to everybody else in NBA history being the number 1 option, but y'all saying that's so great. That's great. Now, let's go up here. We're going to go down. Man, these are assists right here. Assists or rebounds. These are his rebounds. He had good rebounding. So yeah, that's rebounds. He averaged in 94. He averaged 8 rebounds. That's good. And 5 assists. That's good. So he had 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Not no bad numbers. But for a number one player at that time, and in any time, you if you didn't put his name on it, would you know that player? Would you know that was Scottie Pippen if his name is not on it? He's more famous because they won championships. Let's and on top of that, he played with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan made him known. Scottie Pippen, when he came out of college, nobody didn't even know who Scottie Pippen was. He was a steal in the draft because nobody knew who he was. And even when he first came in, he didn't show you that he was a steal. So you can't say, oh yeah, when he came into the league, he just took the league by storm. 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Second year, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3.5 assists. I'm trying to figure out what y'all saying he's so great. Can somebody point out a year where he was so great? Because we ain't even going. I ain't even want to do his when he started declining, because that really is irrelevant, because those years not gonna show you when he was great. But I think y'all over exaggerating him being better than what he is. He didn't ever show it. And see, that's the biggest thing. See, nobody, when it comes to Michael Jordan, he showed his greatness. You seen it all the time. But see, when it come to other players, y'all say what they could have done. But we talking about what they actually did and what they are actually doing when it comes to basketball players. Did he perform? Did it show on the court? His performance showed greatness. I ain't saying greatness on a every 90, oh, he might score 30 some points, or he might score 40 points one time. On a night to night basis, you gonna say Scottie Pippen finna come out and give me 25 or better as a great number one option. And like I say, that's why I pull up facts. I'm not a person that just going off my feelings. Look at the facts. Is his best years are when he had one time he scored 22, 8 and 5. Not bad. That ain't bad at all. It actually is good, but it's not great. Those numbers we could find somebody else to fill in that spot. But see, nobody don't want to admit that, cause that's the only way you can try to knock Michael Jordan down. You gotta try to now they trying to up Scottie Pippen's value to knock Michael Jordan value down. But see, they do the opposite with LeBron James. They knock all his teammates' value down so you can try to up him. They do that all the time. But to see, the thing is, when you go to putting the numbers up, what did Scottie Pippen really do that was so special? He never was special. Even after he left the Bulls. He left the Bulls and went to the Rockets. 14 points. 6 and 5. Well, you can round it up if you want to. Trailblazers, 12 points. 6 and 5. As you keep going, you just keep going down and down and declining. So now you telling me he was just so great, but his numbers don't show it. And then too, I had another dude the other day. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. He said Scottie Pippen was a top 4 player in the league when he scored those 22 points that year. The 93 season. And he said because he was voted, he was third or fourth in MVP voting. And I told him that doesn't mean that you're the fourth best player in the league. And he said, "What world are you living in? You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about." So I asked him a question. I said, "So Joker is is the best player in the league to you then, right?" He said, "I nowhere near said that. You just saying stupid stuff now." That's what the man told me after I said that. But now y'all think about what I just said. He said because Scottie Pippen finished fourth in MVP voting that year, he was the fourth best player in the world. But when I said is Joker the best player in the world, he says in sum it up, no. But Joker's the MVP. Which one is true? Which one is true? Either Scottie Pippen is the fourth best player and Joker is the best player, or is my point made that Scottie Pippen was? That doesn't mean that you're the fourth best player because you got voted fourth. You had the most votes in fourth best votes in the MVP race. He didn't say nothing else. He fell into a trap. I trapped him just like that because make it make sense. Either Joker the best player in the world or the MVP doesn't mean that you're the best player in the world. But see, nobody don't want to, they don't think. They just be talking. They always saying something about feelings. They be so much in their feelings that it just overrides whatever actually happened. It overrides, and you be like, why this is what is on paper. This is what the actual facts are. But you gonna try to tell me what you just tell me something. It don't even be factual. You just gonna tell me something and hoping that I don't know the truth. And that's the biggest downfall of fans these days. And mostly LeBron James fans. They don't care if I was looking at one dude yesterday. One young is a young man. He probably just not in his 20s or whatever like that. I don't even know why they even try to debate the Michael Jordan and LeBron. It's only certain people that can even debate that. You gotta be seeing both of them play before. You can't debate it if you never seen both play. So now you can say that's your favorite player. Nobody has an issue with that because your favorite player can only be somebody that you watched. Hence, just like I just said, is if you never watched Michael Jordan play, of course he wouldn't be your favorite player. Of course, because you never watched him play. If you never watched Kobe Bryant play, of course he wouldn't be your favorite player. If you never watched Allen Iverson play, of course he wouldn't be your favorite player. But see, they don't use that logic the other way. How can I even judge Michael Jordan if I never seen him play? Nobody says that. They just, oh, he ain't better than LeBron James. I don't care what you say. I seen LeBron James play. Have you seen Mike Jordan play? No, I ain't never seen him play, but he can't be good in it better than LeBron James. What? How you say that then? How you make that argument? It's okay to say that's your favorite player. It's no issue with that. That's not the issue. Is that you never seen Michael Jordan play for you to say that LeBron is better than him. That's the issue. But I'm in this video right here. Yeah, y'all just think about that, what I just said. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.